Hello buddies, I remember telling you all that you can actually make a bread without sugar and such bread would taste amazing and delicious as well. But you cannot make bread without salt. Yes, so I'll be sharing with you this video how you can make this salt bread with just 4 basic ingredients, and believe me, you're going to love the taste of this bread. You can enjoy it with your tea, with your butter, anything at all. So relax and enjoy this video with Steezy. So for this recipe you need basically these 4 ingredients. You need 250 grams of all-purpose flour, you need 4 grams of instant dry yeast, 3 to 4 grams of yeast is okay, you need 4 grams of salt and 20 grams of margarine or butter. First, you're going to combine the flour with the yeast, then you go in with the salt, and then you start adding your water. So for the water, I use 150 grams of water, but I started with 140 grams of water because I don't want to start or add all the water at once. Okay, so you need to start from the less to the more. Yes, because there are some flour that will take in more water, whereby also there are some flour that won't take in more water. So such flour that take in more water contain more protein and they are high in gluten, so such flour are good for bread. Okay, so I guess this particular flour I used in this video is such kind of flour, so it took a lot of water. That's why I used 150 grams, because I wanted to use 140 grams, but I ended up using 150 grams of water. So once my dough was ready, I transfer onto my work surface. This dough is going to look a little bit tacky, but not kind of sticky too much. Okay, so once you transfer onto the work surface, I started kneading the dough. You guys know how I usually knead my dough. I hit on the work surface, I stretch it out, I roll it out with my rolling pin. I also hit with my rolling pin as well. So these are basically the ways I use to make my dough super soft, so it can attend the window pane test and also become easy for me to work with. This is what a dough mixer can do for you. So but if you don't have a dough mixer, you can just do what you see me doing in the video. Go ahead, hit the dough, roll it out, and also use your rolling pin on the dough so that you get the dough very soft and easy to work with, like I said before. So once your dough is soft and stretchy, just as you see in the video, you're going to wrap this dough up and let it rest for at least 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you'll notice that the dough has doubled in size and also become softer than it was before. Also, when you try to stretch out the dough, you will discover that the dough has passed this window pane test. Okay, so these are basically the way I use to get my dough softened, especially whenever I'm making the dough with my hands instead of using the machine, or rather than the machine. So once after that, I go ahead to roll out this dough and then fold it up. Okay, you need to fold the dough up just as you see in the video, then transfer into your loaf pan. Make sure that you grease this loaf pan with butter or with margarine or with vegetable oil or any good oil of choice, then or even with shortening. So once you are done, you can make these insertions or score on the dough just this way if you wish. If you don't want, you can just go ahead and bake it. So I sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon in between the lines or the score lines. Then I transfer this in my loaf pan, my 7 by 4 inches loaf pan, and wrapped it or covered it to proof for 1 hour 30 minutes. So after 1 hour 30 minutes, my dough was ready. As you can see, this dough is with steez. So I baked this in my preheated oven at 180 degrees C for 45 minutes, and once it was out of the oven and still hot, I brushed the top with some margarine And then my bread came out super yummy. As you can see, guys, this bread is one of the best bread ever. Like, if you don't like sugar, you can make this bread and enjoy it with your butter, with your beverage or tea, anyone. Thank you and see you again.